We have to give you an update on what we've done with this project.
Absolutely nothing.
We've gone here, we've eaten, we're ready to go.
Stay one.
Hit the ground running.
We've decided our cart width. That's as far as we go.
7 inches.
7 inches. And now we're figuring out
I think it has to be longer than that.
how to connect our beautiful,
Here, wait, where's the other stopper?
what is that called? Pendulum drive to actually connect to the wheel and get the wheels to move.
But right now we're trying to figure out the dimensions of the dowels that are going to be holding the wheels in order for our car to move.
So our issue is that we don't know whether we should just have this sticking out right here and put
stick
here,
the
you
wheel
go.
on it like so.
Or if we should not have it sticking out at all.
Like
Press it.
this side, kind of. And just sort of glue it on like that.
Because cutting holes in it is a little bit messy. Look at the wheel we already did.
But at the same time,
Kira! She's back.
I missed you.
I got the one!
Everything.
it has been 3 hours and
We have nothing.
no, we have something.
We have 3 measured dowels.
And a nice wheel. We have accomplished something. And it is grand and it is great. Kara, show.
Okay, so pretty much we have our hole in the bottom of our cart
Where
the weight's gonna drop through, and it's so we get the maximum amount of fall time, whatever, before it hits the ground. Yeah, and then this is all this like hole here is so the string has space to go up to the pulley system.
Okay,
And right now we're just figuring out how we're gonna tie that.
what you doing, Kira?
Using a drill.
Yeah, she actually.
So what we have is these are supports to keep these things stable. This is where the weight's gonna hang. On the bottom, you got where this is gonna be where our rope attaches to. Our axles, I glued these corks in to keep them from going from side to side more. And then we glued our wheels to like this.
Really nifty.
Yeah, it's pretty snazzy.
Wait, is there any way we can,
And we also updated our weight to be heavier.
It's now a pound.
Yeah, it's now a pound of
now a
garlic.
Of straight up garlic.
No, actually, if you open it, it still smells like garlic because they didn't wash it yet. So.
Awesome.
That's the wheel spin because it's really awesome.
Pulling it up, and as you can see,
So it's a
just
wind
zoom
up.
in on that. Yeah, there you go. So like it's connected to the eye screw, and then we wind it up on the cork,
Just watch how fast the wheel spins.
and
It's
the
awesome.
wheels are just like bang.
Yeah.
It's gonna be grand. Okay.
Hi, it's Mercurio. So, our battery died for all of our meeting 3, which we just realized.
Yeah.
What was the date of it?
March 4th.
So we met on March 4th. It was me, Kira, and Ryan, and what we did, we remember, we changed our wheels from, we had 2 peanut butter caps for the back wheels, and
Yeah,
then we
back
changed
wheels.
them to wooden wheels to match the front because they were too wide. And we also put a little mechanism that stuck out of the front of our cart to knock on the door.
And then we figured out what we were going to do with the racer caps. So what we ended up doing is we did a paper towel roll, stood it straight up, hot glued the bottom, and then we did cut another paper towel roll in half and use that as like a little a cup for our racers. And when you hit it, we put it in duct tape so it was nice and slippery. And then what was supposed to happen, or actually what happened at the time, is it hit the wall and the race caps just slid off, and we were getting like 3 or 4 consistently. And then, yeah, and then we also just tightened up everything on the bottom, make sure all the corks were tightened, the wheels were tightened. I think we re-glued the wheels and did a little paint touch-ups.
Oh yeah.
That's important.
Yeah, alright, cool. That was meeting 3.
Day
Sorry
3.
about that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you pause it? Hi, Miss Mercurio.
This is our 10th-ish meeting. We
meeting.
skipped a few because our video camera ran out of battery.
Yeah, we were too lazy to charge it. But it's
the date is
11th. It's March 11th, day before our qualifications. It's the moment of truth.
So
We're just started working. We're adding our
we're at Kira's house. It's just me and Kira today because Ryan has
lacrosse
lacrosse practice.
She's a lax girl.
Yeah.
And we gotta do our the spinny things.
Yeah.
All right.
Got some good ideas. Hopefully
We'll see how this goes.
Okay, bye.
All right, Kira.
Okay, so we're attaching our scoring mechanism for the disc right now. And so on one side, we're gonna have a dowel poking through like this. And then on the other side, we are going, where'd it go? We're gonna have a blocking mechanism that looks something like this.
So explain the torque stuff.
So pretty much what we're gonna do here is we want it to poke as close to the outside as possible. So we'll probably put it on the outside of our little triangle mechanism. And we want it to poke as close to the magnets as possible, so it has most torque because it has a larger radius. And yeah, so we'll just have to see how it works with the rebound too, because we don't want it to get stuck. So we're gonna have to figure that out.
Yes, lots of trial and error. So here's our next test run. Hold on, let me make sure I can get the whole thing. All right.
All right, pretty solid.
Yeah, we just need the erasers more consistent.
Hi, Mr. Mercurio. This is the post-competition reflection. So we didn't do too well, and here goes. So in the first round, we had a false start because our rubber bands were too tight, and they gave us 1 minute to repair our cart, so we loosened the rubber bands. So we went a second time, and our cart still didn't go because later we realized that our rubber bands were wound the wrong way on the bottom. So in between the first round and the second round, we rewound those rubber bands, and we went a second time. So the second time, our cart only went halfway up the hill, and that's because our wheels were a little bit wobbly from the first round, and the potential energy from the rubber bands and the weight didn't completely transfer into the wheels.
Alright, so I'm going to talk about what was reliable about our cart and what wasn't. So during the competition, what was really, really bad was the rubber bands kept spinning out with the wheels. So that it was the rubber bands and the wheels that were really unreliable during the competition. So because of the amount of pressure that we kept having to put on our cart to get it down the hill, the rubber bands would become really weak. And also, if we let go, like even the slightest, the wheels would spin out, and then the rubber bands would lose all their elastic energy. When we were working on the cart, like during all our meetings, the eraser device was always really consistent because the cart would normally go up the hill and we would score 3 to 4 erasers every single time, and we would normally get the door knocked down. The weight that we had on a pulley system hang from the top always did what it was supposed to do and always fell through the hole and hit the ground and stopped the cart from rolling back down the hill. What wasn't reliable again were the rubber bands because we had to keep changing them, and the cork and the wheels spinning out whenever we would try and set it up. And also the width of our cart we think was a little bit too wide, so we would have tried to make it smaller, I think, because whenever we would roll it down the cart, the wheels would sometimes go off a little crooked and hit the sides of the wall.
Yay.
Alright, so no, I'm kidding. So pretty much if we were gonna change anything, we'd probably I think if we probably want to do a rubber band drive again with the axles. Like we might have tried a piston instead, because what happened was the rubber bands were so unreliable and so finicky, like it ended up messing up our cart. And I think we also need to do a better job at like securing the wheels to make sure that the axle and the wheels were in sync. Yeah, but if we were going to do it again, we'd definitely try piston, because that would be the energy it needed, and the piston doesn't stay at the top, so if we had had the weight drive, it would have stayed at the top and been a piston and super fast, and we would have won. So, yeah. Hi, Miss Mercurio, just working on Conquer.
Guess what kind of bed this is? Oh, water bed! We're going to get the ramp!
To the ramp!
Yes. Kira's dad did build us a ramp because he's such a giving man.
Did he? This is where the magic happens.
This is where the magic happens, alright?
Wait, where is it?
Craig! Wave. This is Craig.
Back to the house!
Ah! Craig, where's the hill?
It's behind the cats in the living room.
Thank you, Craig! Oh my gosh. It's the hill. Dun, dun, dun. This is Astrid. Close up.
Because
Kira's taking a
straight.
selfie. Taking out the popsicle sticks, and we have spilled them everywhere. And we
Not
found
the popsicle stick.
the lucky rotten stick. There they go, venturing out to the garage. I've been assigned a job. Get all these caps. Oh, mission accomplished. Boo! Oh, Astrid, you have to take your Advil, right?
Yeah, my head is really, really hurting me. I should just take some of this normal old Advil sitting on the table here. What?
It's both. Astrid, do you take both for Advil?
Who doesn't?
What happened with this though?
So it looks
That's
like
gonna mess it up.
Craig, we have like 7 other of these. We have enough peanut butter for a whole year, okay?
Siblings.
Just making sure. Don't like to fail.
Miss Mercurio, this is what you have to deal with next year. He's a bat. Okay. So,
Anyways.
okay, yeah. So pretty much we're gonna need to take off like.
Just put this first. And we want this to be
This
right
one.
up. Okay, wait. So if
It
we
doesn't
want,
have to be right up. It's gonna have.
Okay, wait. Take off
to
this.
look
Take off this stopper, and then we can here put up the wheel again.
Gorilla grill.
So it's gonna be like put it where you want it, like up against the thing, right?
100%.
Then this one. Okay, good.
As you can see,
Kira's gonna knock it over right now.
It's
Put it on the
deliberately.
farther on the end, Kira.
She is the minute to win it champion.
No. Hold up. Hold up.
Look at that! I don't think you understand how hard this is. It's Mercurio. What do you think the final velocity was? Look who it is! Kira, would you like to say who this is?
This is Kyle.
And
Mercurio.
I did.
Say hi to Miss Mercurio.
Hi, Miss Mercurio.
oh,
Here's one of the two Kyles.
Kyle and Kira are dating.
Okay, guys, finish this.
Stop, like.
Okay, working hard.
She's being eaten! Here you go. And we see a murderer outside. Actual murderer. Okay.
All right,
If you
Ryan,
get annoyed with us, just
you're on.
we are going outside. Hello, Craig. It's a new day. Day 2.
Yeah, day 2.
And we have a job.
Kira sent us off by herself, which was probably not the best idea.
Okay.
What are we looking for?
Dowel.
And a cork.
We need a dowel and cork. And it's frigid.
Here's some dowels.
I have no. Hey, wait. This.
I got some dowels. Where's your some right here?
Okay, I'll bring this just in case it's like different diagrams.
Okay, and then we need cork. She said there was cork in here.
Cork. She said try to find cork.
Where would cork be if I was cork?
Well, we can show you this real quick. Here's the cap that we were gonna use, and we're just gonna use a wooden wheel instead.
Pretty sweet.
Like so. 2 front wooden wheels, 2 back plastic wheels.
Where's the cork?
I'm just gonna look. Hey!
Did you find it?
Oh no.
Maybe it's in this bag.
Frigid.
I don't think it's in there.
We have so many little tools. Cause I think everything's. I'm gonna go
So Ryan kind of just spilled all the goldfish.
It's okay, you know?
It's an
Ryan, I
essential
set back.
part of our conquer.
Now you get the broom.
I got it.
Can you get the little...
Craig's got it. To the rescue, Craig! Look at his pajamas. How good are they?
God.
Can you get the tray?
This is such a good combination.
You know?
Right?
Tray?
That's mine.
Sorry, Craig.
You know, like the little... A stepping stone.
Wait, can I make my own bowl of this? Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Do you know, like, the little trays that you can...
Does someone want to get the tray thing?
Yeah, the tray thing.
The dustpan, you mean?
Yeah, that's...
Where is it?
It's under the sink.
I got it.
Bit of performance going on.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder what you are. So bright,
You don't know the song.
like a diamond
In the
sky. Twinkle.
little star.
How I wonder what you
What's the physics on this, Miss Mercurio? Go ahead and tell us.
Should I just hold it here for a while?
This is Astrid.
Yeah, go for it.
Hi!
What
We're
are you-
gluing our wheels together.
She's gluing the wheels together. Oh yeah, measurements.
I'm actually gonna need that before I put the
What are you doing?
measuring.
I figure
Measure.
out the placement for the wheels.
Yes.
Back wheels.
Make sure the axles are aligned.
Like, these wheels are gonna be so cool.
Gotta
Half
get
of them are
those.
gonna be, the front ones are gonna be red, and then the back ones are gonna be black with stars on them. It's gonna be awesome.
Not with stars.
Why? No, we should put a shooting star on like here, and then make it, and then when it spins, it'll
Yeah,
go.
that's a really good idea. But you still don't know what you still don't know what our car's called. Okay?
No, nothing to do with space.